So thank you so much for having me tonight, especially this month. We're closing the Heritage Month celebration on October 12th. So I love to be part of any event that will represent Hispanic and Latino community, especially now that I've been here at Macon for 5 years. So I am a mix of two worlds. I was born in California, but I grew up in Mexico. In Mexico, I have this huge family. My mom has 11 siblings. Yeah. So each sibling has at least 3 kids. So now you can imagine how big is my family from my mom's side. Yeah. So I grew up every Sunday going to my grandma's house, and either I was playing soccer with my cousins, or I was helping my grandma cooking, or even watching a soccer game, because that was a normal thing to do on a Sunday evening or day at my grandma's house in a Mexican family. However, when I turned 15, I moved to the US. I moved to Calexico, California. So Calexico, it's like at the border of US and Mexico, kind of like San Diego with Tijuana. Calexico, it's a border with Mexicali. So given the geography, most of the people in that city spoke Spanish, and now they speak Spanish too. You know, if you go there, you can get anything in Spanish, wherever you go. So even though I moved to California, I still spoke a little bit of Spanish here and there, but I was in this new environment, a new place, new school, new rules, because I was living with my uncle. I have a lot of trouble adjusting to the new place. Even though most of the people spoke Spanish, because these kids will cross the border from Mexicali, which is in Mexico, to California to go to high school, right? So at least have a little bit of home, which is the language. But I still miss my family. I still miss my mom. I still miss my siblings. I stay back in Mexico. So one day at lunch, I saw this flyer on the wall, and it said, with my broken English, still learning English though, right? I see a flyer that says, girls soccer team tryouts. So first I was putting it into pieces, trying to translate it into Spanish, trying to figure out what it said. The only thing I picked up was soccer girls team. What's a tryout? So I went back home and I asked my uncle, so I think I want to try out for the team. And he supported me when I learned what was a tryout, and I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. I never tried anything before. In Mexico, I just volunteer. I was selected to do anything, right? So I went to the first trial day, and I was really anxious. But I wanted to do it because I was trying my hard to adapt to this new place. And I got ready, step on the field, and I turn around and I see 80 girls lining up too as well to try out for the team. And I'm like, it's gonna be difficult because there are 80 girls, and here are the coaches talking in English, and I'm getting half of what they're saying because I'm not fluent in English at that time, right? So I say, I got this, and I'm just following through whatever the crowd is doing because I can barely follow the instructions because of the language barrier. So for a month, I show up to every single day to practice, to run 8 miles, to practice my kicking skills too as well. And also, even on raining days, my coaches will not cancel practice. We'll still have practice. And it was funny because on the rainy days, we spend most of our time on the floor because it was slippery and all moldy, right? So I didn't care. I show up on rainy days as long as I keep adapting and stop missing my family. During that time too, I made good friends. My good friend Alejandra, who at that point she noticed that I was not fluent in English, and she helped me sometimes translating. And also she also kind of helped me figure out all this school system like SATs, all the exams that you have to take in high school that I didn't know what they meant at that point. So she helped me figure it out, all those things. So after a month of trying out every single afternoon on the soccer field, my coach finally was calling out their names. And I didn't make it to the varsity team. So I was upset. At least I made it to the JV team. Still, I was upset because I felt I have really good skills learning from Mexico, right? So I was like, okay, I made it. I adapt to this place. I got new friends. And not only that, my coach saw something in me because he made me the co-captain of the junior varsity team, along with my good friend Alejandra. So I learned that with hard work, dedication, and determination, I could claim a seat at the table. Thank you.